Of all the countries that I have had to relocate to, I would say South Africa has been the easiest to move to as someone who grew up in the West. It's a place that's very, very, very welcoming to Westerners, actually, as it has so many of the conveniences and the comforts that we're used to. So if you're ever going to have to relocate or even just visit South Africa, I can show you exactly where to get everything you need. And it's very easy because South Africa, they love malls. They love malls. Places like Johannesburg and Cape Town, you will see malls everywhere. So let's go take a look at what kind of stuff you can get.
Joburg. When it comes to Joburg, there's definitely always something happening. Like, there's never a dull moment. Like, it has so many malls and so many shopping centers. So many shopping centers. Like, I was with my brother the other day, and I was like, Joburg just feels like it's apartments and shopping centers. That's all you see. Apartments and shopping centers. Apartments, shopping centers. And there's one in every neighborhood. Like, it's crazy.
It's definitely wild how many malls and shopping centers are around, but it is also highly appreciated and it is very convenient. So when it comes to malls, you can find places like Four Ways, which will have everything that you can think of. And Four Ways Mall is actually a big tourist attraction since it is one of the top 3 biggest malls in South Africa. So you will definitely be suggested to visit if you're ever in Johannesburg. And on this day, when I was at the mall, I just happened to realize that they were doing something special here. They were showcasing a bunch of different car companies. So they had all these installations all throughout the mall, showcasing different cars, products and services that deal with cars. And it was just really, really dope. Car culture is big in South Africa, so that was really fun. But yes, let's do some shopping and I'll show you exactly all the different stores that you could go to find your everyday needs. So let's start off at Checkers. Checkers is a chain grocery store. It is probably one of the top grocery stores that South Africans shop at. And it is definitely where you want to start when you need food and groceries. So this type of Checkers, they have everything. It's not just a grocery. It's like so much more. Anything that you need. It's a bit like Walmart in North America. They actually have Walmart now in South Africa. That just opened up the first one. But yeah, this place you can get everything. You can get appliances, food, you can get clothes, you can get household items. There's literally anything that you need and you can think of. And it is very well organized. It's always clean. The prices are great. The customer service is good. And the cool stuff about grocery stores in South Africa is that you can do a bunch of different stuff as well. They have places where you can buy phone services or even do some small banking stuff. You can send money abroad with them. They have like I think it's called Money Mart or something like that. And you can also buy electricity here to top up at your house because that's how they do it here in South Africa. It's prepaid electricity. And in terms of the brands that they do have recognizable brands from all over the world. So you will see things that you are familiar with. And then they'll also have clothes, just like I'm showing here. This section was small at this specific location. They usually have like a big section of clothes, but they still had some options here. I love also how Checkers is just everywhere. So the area that I was staying at in Johannesburg, each shopping center that was nearby had a Checkers. So you'll definitely be able to find them quite easily. Another grocery store you will very quickly learn about in South Africa is Woolies or Woolworths, the official name, but people call it Woolies. And it's something like Whole Foods in North America for reference. So you'll get all the standard stuff, but they just have a certain quality and a certain selection. For me, on this day, I went there specifically for their seasoning. It's one of my favorite seasoning blends. As someone with a lot of allergies, I like to make sure that I know exactly what's in my products, and Woolies can offer that peace of mind, but it just means some of the products are going to be a bit more expensive, but it's really worth it. Two other popular grocery chains are Pick and Pay and Food Lovers, and you can find them pretty much everywhere, so you don't have to worry. You definitely have a lot of options. Aside from groceries, maybe you're going to need other daily essentials, like those type of things that you can only find at like a retail pharmacy. So your best bet is going to be Discam. They have over-the-counter medication, vitamins, supplements, body care, makeup, baby products, cleanings, products, snacks, everything you can think of. And my favorite part is that they always have great discounts and they have a wide selection of options. So I pretty much always find whatever I'm looking for. And it's similar to like your Shoppers Drug Mart or your CVS's in North America. And then they also have Clicks, which is very similar, but I tend to find myself going to Discam more often. So now you know where to get your groceries and your daily essentials. The next place you might be thinking about is where to buy clothes. So the best places to start with is Mr. Price. That is a South African staple. They have very affordable clothes from everyday wear to special occasions, like really anything you're looking for in whatever season it's in, you're gonna find it at Mr. Price. And this is where everyone shops really, because the prices are affordable and the quality is pretty good. Mr. Price is where you start, and then you have other options depending on your budget. Maybe you're okay spending a bit more, then you can look at places like The Fix. You can also shop at H&M. They do have H&M in South Africa, and Zara as well. Or you can also look into places like Cotton On. But those last three are going to be a bit more expensive, but it's really up to you. At least you have all of these amazing options. So when it comes to banking, there's different types of banks, but if you're international, you may want to use your card, and you definitely can. I've gotten to the point where I know I can just go to an ATM and take money straight from the ATM. I just have to make sure that I know which ones that I can trust and which ones are reliable. So my go-tos are ABSA. I just really like ABSA as well. It was one of the first ones I gravitated towards. Then there's F&B, which is my new favorite. I've used Nedbank before, maybe like once, but then there's also like Standard Bank and other ones, Capitec, all that. So the main difference between all of those for you would be, I guess, the banking fees. And then if you want to be able to use your card, just make sure you call your bank before you travel and let them know that you're going to want to have access to your card while you're traveling. That's what I did. And from there, it was pretty simple. I could just go to the ATM and boom. And also, if you need to send or receive money internationally, you have options like Western Union. Those are very easy to find. You also have online options as well, or apps like Remitly. And I think like Money Mart also has online options, so you'll be covered. For options when it comes to places to eat, you won't miss out on anything. There's so many places you'll recognize. Here you can find Burger King, you have KFC, you have McDonald's, and then they also have Debonair's Pizza. Steers is also pretty popular. They do like burgers and fries and stuff like that. Debonair's Pizza, I would say, is like their Domino's. And then they have Chicken Licken, and they make, well, chicken and other good stuff. Very similar to KFC. Chicken Licken and KFC are both very popular in South Africa, so it's really up to you. You can try them out and see which one you like better. And of course, outside the mall, there's hundreds of local food spots to try, but inside the mall, these are your selections. Then you also have Pizza Hut and just a lot of recognizable restaurants from all around the world. There's also Ocean Basket. So Ocean Basket, they do seafood dishes, all types of seafood, and they make a really nice rice and grilled fish that I had there before. Then you also have Spur, which is a nice sit-down restaurant, a very popular one. And yeah, there's really a lot of options. And since it's at a mall, you'll find a lot of like quick, like fast food options. But then you have cafes. You can go to somewhere like Mug and Bean, which is really popular there. Then there's also Vita Cafe, Bootlegger, Seattle Coffee Company. And then they even have Starbucks. So lots of coffee and cafe options. Now, in terms of phone service providers, the most popular ones are Telkom, MTN, and Vodacom. I would say those are the top 3 biggest ones that I can list off the top of my head, and they're usually the most readily available. Now, for thinking of grooming and just overall self-care, maybe you want to get your nails done, you go to Boa Nails. I usually find that they're in malls a lot. Then there's Legends Barber Shop. You can get your hair cut, and this is one of the best barber shops in South Africa. We featured them in another one of our videos. And then you also have hair salons. There's going to be so many hair salons. It won't be hard to find. They're scattered all over the place. So I think we've successfully covered a lot of the basics. And like I said, South Africa is one of the best places to find yourself on the African continent in case you are in need of any certain conveniences. If you live in any of the major cities in South Africa, you're going to be covered. There's literally everything that you need. You can find it in shopping malls or shopping centers, not too far from wherever you're staying in the city. Okay, actually, the only thing that we haven't covered is transportation. How do you get around? Well, there's lots of options, of course, but I'm going to have my brother actually help explain, because he may know a few that I don't, since he's actually been living in Johannesburg for a very long time.
There's a Gau train, which is actually a train that can take you from... Actually, I don't know where it goes. I think that's just really if you want to go from, let's say, Sandton to Midrand, then to Pretoria. Then there's the Gau buses, which can get you to different places within Joburg, but that can also be hit and miss. There's also Patco. There's also another bus. Patco, like Putco. That's another bus transportation. But really, your main way of getting around, if you don't rent a car, is Ubers. And you could try taking taxis, but that can be hit or miss because they don't like speaking English in taxis.
Yeah, no, I've had traumatic experiences.
Yeah, so...
And not even like anyone did anything to me. I was just so scared. I didn't know how it worked. And if you sit at the front and you get all the change, and then you have to count it. Oh, I was
very
scared.
Stressful. People are helpful though.
Extremely
stressful. They want their
stressful.
money and they're helpful, but it's like, I don't know. Probably want to avoid the taxis, unfortunately.
That's for the
Ubers,
the locals.
Rent a car, or the buses. But the buses are very limited, so really Uber or rent a car. Those are your options for transportation. Or walking if the places that you're going on too far from where you're staying, That's really it.
And then like we were saying last time, there's so many shopping centers and like things for so many neighborhoods.
If you get somewhere close to a shopping center, you don't even need to drive anyway. Unless you're the type of person who wants to go to clubs and stuff like that.
Sure.
But if you don't, you're gonna get restaurants, you're gonna get clothing, you're gonna get, what else are you looking for? If you like liquor, there's liquor. If you like weed, there's weed. If you like movies, there's movies. So
I was trying to pronounce what is it called? The movie theater? Sterkinakor.
Sterkinakor.
Yeah.
have it, your official reassurance that South Africa has got everything you need. Until next time, bye.